bit of jag with the seam coming back into him.
Yeah, and talking about a box office Stoke in the last over, this is a box office battle here between two of the best in the world.
And what you do get from the leader of the pack is that he'll recognize who the danger player in the opposition is, and that's who he takes aim at. Oh, nicely balled. Unsure whether to leave the ball alone or to play it, and in the end is fortunate, Babar Azam, that it ends up at third man and it's all along the ground.
Yeah, on the surface with a bit more pace in it, he might be in a bit of trouble, but in the end, plays it really well. As you say, Pom, he's thinking about leaving, he's thinking about playing it defensively. In the end, negotiates it pretty well.
Yeah, really good to watch this first little period. As part of 7 overs, 1 ball to go. Wonderful deliveries. Rabada hitting a really good length, having been driven and sticking to that length that's asking them to try and drive on the up. And good holding of line from both opening bowlers. And so Pakistan haven't been able to get away. In the air, and evades cover, who's in and just about catching. 7 balls, 22 for 1.
कोका-कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका-कोला के साथ। इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका-कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका-कोला के साथ।
शानदार का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें with हमदर्द जो शानदार।
Going to be getting that extra bounce, obviously. Babar Azam, we know, is such a key player. Thoroughly enjoyed watching that little challenge between Rabada and Babar Azam in that last over. A bit of a nod of appreciation, I think, or a well bowled from Babar Azam with that bouncer. It's so important that he gets runs today for Pakistan, and also to kick himself into this tour, actually. Wonderful, wonderful player.
Holding fellas, wickets holding fellas. Wickets here, boys.
Yeah, and what happens in that sort of situation is you start then feeling for deliveries. You start reaching for deliveries.
Normally he's a very secure cover driver, Babar Azam. Very good around that off-stump area, but a batsman is shaky when he's not able to, or out of form when he's not able to judge that off-stump line. And once or twice in this short stint, he's really not been able to locate that off-stump ball. That's the first thing that goes. Judgment error around that off-stump area.
Straight down the ground, full face of the blade, 4 runs, no flourish, just banged the boundary.
Picture perfect reply. Ball within the stumps, and this time was driven gracefully. This is a typical Babar Azam response there. Beautiful shot. Really is classical straight drive. timing, poise, the balance, all there for everyone to see and enjoy. This could be a good little exercise for Babar Azam for test matches also.
Yeah, 100%.
Because the line of attack from South Africa is going to be pretty similar around that off-stump area. Not a lot of bounces early on. Yeah, beauty that was. Really is a graceful driver of the ball.
One for the snappers as well, holding that pose. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Slip in position, Rickleton. Overcuts. Nicely fielded. Ended that over. 6 from it. 8 gone. 28 for 1.
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ
हमदर्द जोशानदा का एक पैकेट बॉयल करें दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ी कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें नो केमिकल्स नो साइड इफेक्ट्स आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जोशानदा
Harry Tector at number 5 from Ireland, Daryl Mitchell from New Zealand, Gabaz for Afghanistan, he'll be here for the SA20, Hope from West Indies, always gives them some of that, and Nasonka and Osalanka at 9 and 10. Babar Azam at the top. Bartman will bowl nicely on this surface. The track is just holding up a little bit from time to time. There's a look at what he's done so far throughout his career. The 4 games, tidy numbers to start.
If you're a medium pacer, obviously line and direction discipline is going to be the key. Also variation, the slow balls, the off-cutters. It's a field set for the off-cutters, the slow balls, the variation. Shot mid-wicket and a shot cover in place for the left-hander.
That's a little bit too well bowled from a length department to play that shot. Yep, just correcting himself with a bit of shadow batting after that. Can't afford to get carried away at the moment. They've got hard work to do here, these 2 batsmen for Pakistan.
These 22-year-olds don't need a look in. I mean, first ball and have a look at the response from the left-hander. As if he's playing an off-spinner.
Played again, the length again from Bartman, spot on. Just gets a bit of nibble as well. The ball's a new.
Keep on hammering that line away. It's a secured offside field, so that's the way to bowl to Saim Ayub. Let's see whether he can get frustrated or seam off.
Past the outside edge, there is no slip for Bartman to start. Might be worth maybe initially a slip.
Yeah, excellent line once again. Trying to play that cover drive. Babar Azam has walked up to his young gunner. There's a fine line. I think Saim Ayub is in such good form that he shouldn't be told about extraneous stuff. He's got his own temperament, and so when he's on song, he's a match winner. So telling him a lot of stuff or asking him to be just a little bit careful may just muddle up his thinking.
I wonder how much he's seen of Bartman, actually. Five dot balls. As that throw takes out that stump from Shamsi. He'll want us to keep that video, I think, to Bray Shamsi hitting the stumps. He's sent the message already to the VT department, Shamsi, saying keep that because it's a bit of a rarity. Shams won't mind me saying that. He's a good character. And it's a top first over. Maiden start from Bartman. 28 for 1.
किसानों के इस आलमी दिन को सिंजेंटा की है दुआ शाद रहे किसान आबाद रहे पाकिस्तान सिंजेंटा हमारी जमीन हमारी जिम्मेदारी
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ
One wicket down. Shafiq's a very good player, but he didn't last very long today. But the runs have dried up. Maiden off that last one. 28 runs only in 9 overs. Currently going at a shade over 3 runs and over. That's all at the moment, Pakistan. Johnson. Very good first delivery, nice and aggressive. Right of the body of Babar Azam. First ball of the last over the power play. 62 for none was where South Africa were at the same stage.
Pakistan needn't worry about the scoring rate at this stage. All they need to do is to play out 50 overs and they should be home. Required rate is just 5.21. A lot of focus though on Babar Azam. Can he get cracking? His fans want him to score plenty.
That's fine on the leg side, and that's going to run away. That's all he needs, just keep ticking away like that.
Well, most times, whenever the ball is pitched on that middle leg, it's been worked away by Babar Azam. Has looked a lot more in contention of scoring runs when it's pitched on the line. Faint tickle round the corner for 4. Allowed the ball to come and hit his bat. Didn't really jump at the ball. And that was the secret of success.
So the last thing that South Africa want is to, with the last 3 balls of this over, to give another boundary away, or perhaps even worse, with someone like the likes of Babar Azam, try and shut down this over so that they do realise that things are still drying up from the run stakes. Round the wicket now. Hasn't got that away. He straight away, took it straight to Tony DeZorzi.
Always felt round the wicket angle from a left armer was a lot easier for a right-handed batsman. If the ball is not really shaping around, then that's an easier option for Babar Azam to tackle. Can play him like a right armer. You know, South Africa can make it tough through their tactics, through their discipline and great fielding, and I think that is what is needed right now. Otherwise, if Pakistan are allowed to have a partnership rolling, then it'll be a lot easier to track down the score.
Last ball of power play. And it is a short delivery. That's a dot ball. So that's the end of the power play. 32 for 1.
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जोशानदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ी कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जोशानदा।
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
It was at 4.8, so it's only gone up a fraction, not too much. Nothing to be alarmed about, of course, with 40 overs to go in this innings. Being available. Really is a beautiful evening now here in Pal. Really is superb. Beautiful wine area. Ramirez, this area really is produces some very high quality wine. We're actually, the commentary box now, we're sitting at the Niederberg end. There's a winery, some vines. Just magnificent wines in this region. Shipped all around the world and valued all around the world, that's for sure. And of course, it won't be all that long before we'll be able to see some beautiful sunsets around those mountains. This area is extremely well known for. Bartman again.
If Simon, you can't turn the ball, that you know that it's a pitch where you have to be a bit of a grinder at times. Played a maiden. Bartman was accurate, got the ball to angle across his off stump. He patiently played 6 dots. That's the 7th in a row for him now.
Think about that 98 not out that he scored at Supersport Park the other night in that second T20. And now it's a completely different story here, how you've got to adjust as you go and play around the various countries.
Yeah, he likes a bit of pace. South Africa very keen to target him on that length area.
Ryder and Bartman working hard at that length. A little bit over pitch that time. Good.
हम ना बंद करे भाई, अपने बंद। दिस इज वीडियो ऑन लेवल, मतलब खत्म। ये कौन यूट्यूबर चलात रहा है? ये कहाँ देखत रहे थे? अबे वो कहाँ से देखत रहे बे? तो फिर वो छपाएगा तो नहीं छपाएगा। वीडियो ना से
About it to us, South Africa out there. 11 overs down. That's another maiden. 32 for 1.
That's excellent bowling. Maintaining his presence against Saim Ayub is not an easy thing because he carted the bowlers in that superb 98 not out at Centurion. But his temperament is surely being tested here.
It's a comparison at the bottom. 11 overs, South Africa were 73 for 1. Pakistan are behind the 8 ball at the moment. With some work to be done here. The runs have dried up. 34 deliveries for 13 for Saim Ayub. Aidan Markram into this act with a bit of off spin. You would have realised as soon as Keshav Maharaj went down that suddenly his game is going to be changing today. How important his off spin is going to be. And spinners always are at this venue.
Yeah.
Sweeper into play.
The advantage that Pakistan carries with Saim Ayub is that he is an excellent player of spin bowling as well. The few openers that only like pace on the bat, and Saim Ayub is a bit different. He's more gifted. Very fine player of spin bowling.
Yeah, I don't think there should be any concern for either of these batsmen there at the moment, that's for sure. They will know the situation, but the two very, very fine players. And obviously, Saim Ayub is an extraordinary, talented youngster. Babar Azam was one of the finest players around. So, enormous ability, both of them. Yay! It's going to be called a wide.
He's getting it to grip and spin. It was a wide ball, but he'd be pretty happy with the response that he got off the surface.
Slight misfield. Efakwayo scampered through for 1.
He's not a sweeper of the ball or a big sweeper of the ball, Babar Azam, so he'll keep on playing that flick shot. You've got to have a fielder there of repute. I think he's undone by extravagant spin.
Tries of catch it in the air, but it's going to go away to the boundary. It does. Swaps over the left-hand, right-hand combination and a boundary from the left-hander.
Got a 4 of a tough ball. Really wasn't a 4 ball that. Would have been tight had that gone to the fielder. It was a little iffy, but still timed well enough to the fence.
That's gone past the outside edge. So frustration there for Markham with that misfield and then the boundary. 40 for 1. Change over the gloves. So 8 runs off that last over. That will help them quite a bit. Markham into the attack. They will know that he will bowl the odd delivery that can be a little bit loose. He's not an out-and-out spinner. So the match summary at the moment, South Africa winning the toss, batting first. And Keshav Maharaj got injured as that announcement was made. 239 for 9. Klaasen was magnificent with that 86. Reckerson and Markham will both be disappointed. Simon was superb, 4 for 32. Bartman, superb so far. A couple of maidens to start. But Neil Bartman.
All he has to do is to hit that length and wobble the ball around. I think he's got the right pace also to trouble this pair. There's lack of pace, in fact, but he's been so accurate so far. 2.1, 13 ball dots. No runs conceded. That's terrific going.
Every single delivery has been pretty much the same pace. It's been all around about 130 k's per hour, just above. That's a little bit straighter that time. Eased away on the onside, so that's broken the shackles slightly.
I know it's not the right time, but against medium pace, you can use your feet. Do something different if he gets big on Pakistan Batman. Just to put him off his pace.
Yeah, because of the consistent length that he bowls all the time. So there is problems with him. It's not quite coming on the bat as well as he would like. Some Ayub, I should say, just the odd one just stopping, I think, from time to time, which is making him check. And the shot's ending up a little bit on the onside. Played that well to the sweeper.
I think this scenario, or such a scenario, should toughen up Saim Ayub. Normally he's a free-flowing batsman, but here he's been pegged down by good bowling, and he's got to now make good use of the situation here. And the situation demands that Pakistan needs him out there, irrespective of whether he's scoring at a lightning pace or not. I think his mere presence is going to be dangerous for South Africa. He's got to realize that. And also at times you don't get your way. So you go through these phases in batting, highs and lows, where you've got to respect the conditions, the bowler, and you've got to deal with the situation. I think it's more a mental game now with Saim Ayub, because he's proved a point, more than a point, that he's a very, very good talent, a great talent.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. The one problem they might have is that they can't afford to be in a situation where they eat these balls up, and 39 now for 19, and then get out. They've got to make sure they kick on, because they're such good players. 4 runs off that over. 44 for 1.
Deeper.
It's a critical partnership. This partnership, 42 of 69, so they've done the hard yards, as Mike Haseman was just alluding to, so must not get out. I think the idea is to take this 42 to maybe 110, 120.
Well, they're both very capable of doing that. Very, very fine players.
Come on, deeper.
It's like our cameras are getting focused, getting ready for some shots. Those mountains as the sun gets ready to set. Markham again. Ball. Nice start to go over from Aiden Markham. You want to make sure he's a bit more consistent in this over, because he's going to have to try and bowl as many overs as he can in this game, Aiden Markham, without the second spinner. 1-1, sent back.
Yeah, wanted to set him up with a straighter ball, targeting the pads.
Certainly bowling a bit flatter at the moment, not allowing Babar Azam to get down the track.
Oh, that is such a good line. Maybe entice him to playing against the spin. Put it out there around that off-stump area and beat him between bat and bat. Or bat and bat. 14 overs have been bowled and 1 down for 45 Pakistan.
rain affected third test match between Australia and India. And a lot needs to happen in order to try and get a result in that fixture. We've just got 1 day to go, and India 9 down. So they'll have to pick up a quick wicket, back quickly Australia, and then look to see if they can bowl India out again for the second time. That's if rain doesn't play its part, and that'll have a big impact on Test Championship and points allocation in the process to try and qualify for Lords. Beautifully played through the covers. It really is wonderful, Simon Yug, to watch, and easy on the eye from a cricketing perspective.
You know what happened in that bowlers meeting? He talked about 3 different boxes. We said, hang on. Big bowl, you must just bowl straight. And that's what we're doing. After the warm-up, when we go to bowl, it's like, remember, hey, straight lines. I'm like, you fucking guy. You said nothing.
Chipped in the air, and has to be on his way. Bob Azam hangs his head in absolute disgust. He's not. Yeah.